time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's Keene. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. You think the head coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. NC State quick to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Makes the quick grab. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They go to the ground, and he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the left side. At the 35, he's loose. Open runway ahead. He's at the 30. He's now up to 66 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
And a big run for this offense. I'll tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Still running at the 40. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Back open in the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
The give to the tailback. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Catch in the middle. It's Barry. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the grab.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups when you get a running back matched up on somebody else. It's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Auburn doing business in the red zone. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they tacked on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. NC State going up tempo. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be. Looking for a man. It's Keene. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's got room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
NC State will line up with a first and goal. Now on the move. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the move. Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
NC State 21, Auburn 14.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And they desperately wanted to... decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He finds his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Slip through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Leaves it with the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Keene. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. This is a designed run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by just one over Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Dances away from the D. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Shoots it to the left. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
Back to pass, it's Keene. Pressure coming. Pocket starts to collapse. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With your score, NC State 28, Auburn 14.
He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quickly out to the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Quick completion on the out. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The aerial assault continues. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And makes the score. NC State.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. NC State quick to the line. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Okay, ready. The old coaching cliche, go win.